This is something that I brought from my music video directing background, and that is the car mount shot. I do all these shots by myself. Right here is the suction cup. My camera is mounted here. I have like a little vertical mount. They have little clamps that go underneath your hood to keep it even more safe. And you attach it to your rig and the thing won't fly off. This is a wide shot. I'm filming it at like 50 millimeters, which is why I put the car mount in the furthest little corner of the car. I want to give it that separation, that depth. And just because you don't have a full frame camera doesn't mean that you can get this kind of separation. You could do this with a crop sensor. You do this with Micro Four Thirds, just bring it a little back, zoom in a little bit, boom, separation. There are optimal settings for this to work best. I use an ND filter. I like filming at 180-degree shutter or 1/48th or 1/50th or whatever 2 times your shutter speed is. That gives you motion blur, which is what people associate as cinematic. And the next thing I do is I use a polarizer to get rid of all the glare in here. If I didn't use a polarizer, you wouldn't be able to see through the glass. My lens wouldn't be able to pull autofocus, but I don't do it all the way. I want to make sure I still see some reflections here. I try to keep it simple while also still following the principles of just cinematography 101. So for example, I don't use any lights. When you're filming by yourself, the last thing you want to do is lug lights around and film all over the city or in your studio. And I have this ridiculous obsession with trying to make natural light and my lack of gear work for me. I mean, I can't move the sun, but I can move my car. If I were to turn this car around and have the sun blasting in my face, it would completely change the feel of this shot cinematically. But that's not what I'm going for. I don't want it beaming down on my face above me. I don't want the sun beating on my face this way either. That would be near side key lighting. So when I'm driving, I need to position myself and set my exposure. I make sure the sun is coming from over here. This is my light source. It's hitting my face over here, which is a far side key. I want the shadows of my face to be here. And when you're using natural light, obviously you can't really modify anything. You don't have any light source other than the sun, so you have contrast to play with. What I also like to keep in mind so that the sun is in an optimal position, these suns over here are different golden hours of the day and a little bit past that, right? This is 7 a.m. to like 10 a.m. as well as like 5 p.m. to blue hour. These will yield you the same. Everything else in between will give you nasty overhead sun. I try to keep it within that window of time where I could control as much as I can without having the gear to control or manipulate it. So in a lot of the car shots that I do, I try my hardest to have the sun behind me over here. Then I have a telescoping boom, which is holding my camera, keeping it moody, keeping it high contrast. When I'm filming with a crew, I love all the gear. When I'm filming by myself, I hate all the gear.